right, we're going to have a quick look at this word problem from 2.2. So Matina puts X dollars into an investment account with the interest rate of 6% per year and Y dollars into an investment account with an interest rate of 10% per year. She invests a total of $7,300 and her interest earnings after 1 year are $638. From this information, we can create two equations, one for total investment and one for interest earned. State both equations and then solve the system to determine how much she invested in each. All right, so this is going to be a system of equations problems. And so we'll just start by determining our variables. We'll call them X and Y. And so I'm just going to say, we'll let X be the amount. So the amount of money that she invested at 6%. And Y be the amount of money at 10%. Right? And one equation is going to work with the total money, which is very common. And sorry about that. I don't know what I did when I touched that. Okay. Maybe get this one back on top. Okay. So X plus Y equals your total money. 7,300. Right? The other one we're going to make equal the interest. And they told us the interest for 1 year. It's nice that it's 1 year. $638. Your formula for interest, we're assuming this is simple interest, is I equals PRT. Interest equals principal times rate times time. Your time is 1 because they said 1 year. So our interest for each one will be the principal, which is going to be the X or the Y times the rate. And then we can add those together and equal the total interest. So our principal times a certain rate. So we'll say first we'll work with the 6%. So our amount of money, which is X at 6%. Now you have to change these percentages to a decimal. So drop your percent and go 2 places to the left. So this will be 0.06 times X will be your amount that will be how much you're earning at the 6%. So 0.06x plus your 10% times your money, 0.10, so that's 10%. Decimal goes 2 places to the left, 0.10 or 0.1 times Y, and this will equal your interest. So this is your interest from your 6% plus your interest from your 10% is 638. Now you have two equations with two unknowns, and you solve different ways you can go from here. I chose to clear the decimals. You can do that or not. If you want to clear the decimals, you need to multiply through by 100. For your longest decimal, you need as many zeros in your power of 10 as you have digits after the decimal. So I need 100 because I have 2 digits after the decimal here. So I have to use that all the way across. The downside is you get bigger numbers, but it will get rid of these decimals. And here it's going to cause me to add 2 zeros. So I'm going to have 6x plus 10y equal 63800. Now I'm going to bring my other one down. Now I have a system without those decimals, And you can do it either with the substitution if you isolate one of these, or you can multiply through by a number and add the rows together with the elimination method. So I'm going to choose to do that. I'm going to multiply the second equation by a -6, add them together, and cancel out the x's. So I'm going to multiply this row or this equation by -6. That will give me -6x, -6y equals -6 times the 7,300. Right, and I know it's going to be negative, so 6 times 7,300, enter. So it'll be negative 4,3,800. Right, I'm going to bring down my I multiplied through on just the x plus y. So I'm going to bring this one down that I'm going to add to it. And my x's are going to cancel. That's what I was trying to do. So I get 4y equals, I'll go back to my calculator, 63800 minus 43800 equals 20,000. Divide by 4, and I get y equals 5,000. And I can just make sure. Okay, and you just have to substitute back. To substitute back, you should go into this nice, easy equation. Right, you have 5,000 and you want 7,300. Could probably do that in your head. It's going to be 2,300. I'm over too far to get my bar. And that's not going to let me get it. Okay. That'll work. All right. So substitute back, and you're going to get x plus 5,000 equals 7,300. And it's your 5,000. So x will be 2,300. Now, this is where it's important that you wrote down originally what your things stand for. Your x, let's see, I need to go back up. Oh, good, it's going to let me. X is the 6%. So this is your amount of money at 6%. And this is the amount of money, y is the amount of money at 10%. So that should help us to answer all the questions. The equation that describes the total investment, x plus y equals 7,300, is the first one. I don't think it will let me write on this page. I can try, but I don't think it will. Maybe it will. We'll see. Yeah, I need a skinnier pencil, huh? Maybe that'll be better. All right. For the total interest, it was point. Doesn't like that one. Okay. Maybe that one. 0.06. That's much better. X plus 0.10y equals 638. The amount invested at 6% is 2,300. The amount invested at 10% is 5,000.